Computer history. Classification of computers. Classification of digital computers. In the previous class, we have learned that depending upon the hardware and the way the data can be handled, the computers are mainly classified into three types: analog computers, digital computers, and hybrid computers. So, in this lesson, we are going to learn about the classification of digital computers. Digital computers are mainly classified into two types: purpose wise and size and performance wise. And these purpose wise computers are again classified into two types: specific purpose and general purpose. Digital computers are classified into special purpose computers and general purpose computers. So let's talk about general purpose computers. As its name itself, they are designed to solve wide variety of problems having different set of inputs. The general purpose computer's special task is should be able to perform most common computing tasks. And it is low cost and its storage capacity is limited. And the application of general purpose computers are available at home, banking, sales analysis, etc. Now let's talk about special purpose computers. The programs or instructions to carry out that are permanently stored in the machine. That means it is designed for instructions to carry out that are permanently stored in the machine. That means a special task is stored in it. We can't do any additional or other functions. And talking about its cost, it is very low and its storage capacity is limited. The applications where the special purpose computers used are in military applications, billing counter in mall, population counting, that is census, research area. According to the size and performance wise, the digital computers are again classified into embedded computers, microcomputers, mini computers, mainframe computers, and supercomputers. Then again, these microcomputers are classified into PDA, desktop or laptop, workstation. Now let's learn these in details. Size and performance wise. First one is embedded computers. Embedded computer are small computer that forms part of a large system or a device, and its purpose is to control the device and to allow a user to interact with it. They tend to have one or a limited number of tasks that they can perform. A few applications of embedded computers are in cars. For entertainment or navigation purpose, you know about the airbags, anti-lock brake are there, rain sensing wipers are there. So these are all the embedded computers which is fixed in the cars. And in the case of washing machine, if you want to close or open the valves of the water to drain out. Now let's learn about the microcomputers. Microcomputers are the computers that you are seeing nearby. They are generally run on rechargeable battery except desktop computers. And if you talk about the size, its size is very small and only one user can work at a time. And it is very fast and it is used in office, homes and everywhere, and it is least expensive. Computer that we generally use at home or in educational institution, that is desktop computers. You know that a personal or a micro mini computer sufficient to fit on a desk. Next is laptop computers. It is a portable computer complete with an integrated screen and keyboard. It is generally smaller in size than a desktop computers and larger than a notebook computers. Palm top computer, digital diary, notebook or PDAs. Palm tops have no keyboard but the screen serves both as an input and output device. Next one is smartphone. All of you know about the smartphone, a small handheld computers with limited hardware. Next one is workstation. Workstation has more power than PC. It can handle animation, data analysis and photorealistic renderings as well as video and audio creation and editing and have greater memory and processing capabilities. Now let's talk about mini computers. Mini computers are used in large organizations for critical applications and for bulk data processing. A mini computer is a mid-sized computer. That means its size lies between workstations and mainframe computers. In mini computers, more than one user can work at a time, but in the case of microcomputers, only a single user can work at a time, and it is very fast. And the applications where this mini computers used in higher education, research and engineering, and its cost is very expensive. Now let's talk about mainframe computers. Mainframe computers are also known as big iron. These are the computers used in larger organizations for critical applications, and its size is very large. In mainframe computers, more than 100 or even thousands of users can work at a time. And its speed is very fast as compared to the mini computers, and the applications where this mainframe computers used are in sensors, industry and consumer statistics, enterprise resource planning and transaction processing, and its cost is very expensive as compared to mini computers. Now let's talk about the supercomputers. Supercomputers are designed to be used for doing extremely complicated computations. Result will get in minimum possible time. That is a speciality. And its size is very large as compared to the mainframe and other computers. And it can work more than 100 or even thousands of users can work at a time. And if you talk about its speed, it is a very super fast. It gives result within a minimum possible time. And the applications where we use the supercomputers are in weather forecasting, nuclear science, aerodynamic modeling, etc. And its cost is very expensive as compared to the other computers. The examples of supercomputers produced by India. India has produced two supercomputers, PARAM, Center for Development of Advanced Computing, it is in Pune, and Anurag. It is in Hyderabad based Advanced Numerical Research and Analysis Group. These are the two supercomputers produced by India. Competition between mainframe computers and supercomputers. In some ways, mainframe are more powerful than supercomputers because they support more simultaneous programs. But in the case of supercomputers, the result will get in minimum possible time. In short, we can say that supercomputers can execute a single program faster than a mainframe computers. But the mainframe computer supports multitasking. Now let us write this in your notebook. Please draw this classification of computers. Questions and answers. List the types of computers according to the data they handle or process. Analog computer, digital computer, and hybrid computer. List the type of digital computers according to the purpose they are used for. Special purpose computers and general purpose computers. Question number 3. List the type of digital computers according to the size and performance wise. Answer: embedded computers, microcomputers, mini computers, mainframe computers, and supercomputers. Name any two supercomputers developed in India, Param and Anurag. Question number 5. Name the category of the computer that we generally use at home or in educational institution. That is desktop computers, laptop computers, palm top computer or digital diary, notebook or PDAs and workstation. Thank you children.